Okay, so you know how you sent us that link about that online course, the Sleep Well
Hmm.
one, that Curso Online Qué, Duermas.
Yeah.
We took a look and, well, we kind of dug into it, like what's in it, who it's for, even saw some comments from people.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and we thought it'd be interesting to, really unpack it, especially if, well, if you've been having trouble sleeping lately.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that really jumped out was this idea that sometimes trying to force yourself to sleep, like really trying to control it, can actually make things
Oh,
worse.
yeah, for sure. Like the more you try to sleep, the less you actually do.
Exactly. So this program, it's all about shifting that, moving away from that obsession with not sleeping and finding a healthier way to rest.
It's like instead of fighting sleep, you learn how to like work with it.
Yeah, exactly. And to help us really break this down, we have our expert here. So right off the bat, this program, Kids are Band, it's not just like a bunch of sleep tips. It's really for people who've tried all that stuff, sleep hygiene, routines, and it's still not working.
Right, right.
It's like the worry about not sleeping becomes the biggest problem.
It's true. It's almost like, we hear so much about controlling your sleep environment, all that.
Yeah.
And that's important, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But but this program, it kind of says, hey, sometimes that control thing, it can backfire.
Oh, absolutely. And the name Sleep Well. It's like, it's calming, not so forceful.
Definitely. Definitely.
And when we saw who the course is for, it was like they were describing you.
Really?
Yeah, it's for people who like worry about not sleeping during the day.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, and people who have all these rituals to try to fall asleep. Does that sound familiar?
Maybe a little.
A little, huh? And then there's the folks who just can't stop thinking about their sleep problems. And this is the big one. The people whose anxiety about not sleeping, well, that's what keeps them awake.
That's the worst. It's like you're so worried about not sleeping that you end up, well, not sleeping. Your
Exactly.
body's like, emergency, we got to stay awake, all tense and alert.
Yeah. And that makes it impossible to fall asleep.
Exactly. So this program, it's about breaking that cycle.
So what would you actually learn in this course? Well, first off, it shows you how trying to force sleep can actually be messing you up.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's called the paradox of control. The harder you try, the more awake you get.
It's a mind game.
It is. And it's like that thing where you try not to think about something.
Oh, like a pink elephant.
Exactly. You
Right.
can't help but think about it.
It's true. The more you resist, the stronger it gets.
And then the program gives you tools to actually change your relationship with sleep, not just understanding it, but changing it.
That's the important part.
Yeah,
Information is good, but you need action, right?
right. And the last thing, it helps you believe in your natural ability to sleep again.
That's huge. It's not that you've lost the ability to sleep. It's just buried under all that anxiety.
So true. Now, how does the course actually work? It's not just video after video. They've got these modules with short presentations, then you do exercises.
Exercises, like what kind?
Well, we don't know the specifics, but it's probably stuff to help you practice those new sleep skills.
That makes sense. You got to apply the stuff you learn.
Right. And get this, Lucia Martinez, the person who created the course, she reviews your exercises online, gives you feedback.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Like personalized attention, even though it's online.
Yeah. And you only need like 20, 30 minutes a day. It's about making small, consistent changes.
That's manageable, not overwhelming.
Right. So it makes you feel like you're in control, like you're part of the solution.
I like that. It's empowering, right? You're
Yeah.
not just waiting for sleep to happen.
Exactly. So who is this Lucia Martinez? Well, she's a health psychologist, but she's got all these qualifications. Master's in clinical psychology, another master's in brief strategic therapy.
Brief strategic therapy, what's that?
Well, it's focused on solving problems quickly, taking action.
So the course is probably very practical then.
Sounds like it. And she's been working with people for over 15 years.
Wow, that's a lot of experience.
Adults, teenagers, kids, you name it. And she specializes in all sorts of things that can affect sleep. Anxiety, panic attacks, phobias, depression.
That's really comprehensive. It shows she understands the whole picture.
It does. And her approach is really methodical. First, she helps you figure out what your specific sleep problem is.
Makes sense. You got to know what you're dealing with.
Then she looks at what you've already tried, because sometimes those things can actually be part of the problem.
Yeah, like we said, sometimes trying too hard can backfire.
Exactly. And then she helps you find solutions that work for your specific situation. Oh, and she's a registered psychologist in Madrid, too, so she's legit.
That's reassuring. You want to know you're in good hands.
Right. So, to recap what you'd learn, first, you learn to manage your sleep difficulties and stop obsessing over sleep.
That's huge. It's like quieting the mind. Right.
Then you figure out what's making your sleep worse.
Identify those triggers.
Yeah. And you realize that you're not powerless. You can do something about it.
That's empowering.
And finally, you start believing in your ability to sleep again.
That's the key, right? Trusting your body.
Okay, some practical stuff. You get access to the course for 6 months, and there's a 15-day money-back guarantee.
Oh, that's good. So you can try it out without, feeling like you're stuck.
Exactly. And you can get individual guidance from Lucia Martinez herself, so you're not just left on your own.
That's a big plus. You get support, personalized feedback, even though it's online.
Right. But, and this is important, if you have a diagnosed sleep disorder, like something medical, this course might not be the main solution.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's not a replacement for medical advice.
They say that clearly. If it's linked to a bigger health issue, see a doctor first.
Responsible disclaimer. They're not making promises they can't keep.
So basically, this Sleep Well program, it's saying that our obsession with controlling sleep, it can be the problem.
The struggle is part of the problem, yeah.
And it's about finding a gentler way, learning to trust your body's ability to rest.
It's a different way of thinking about it, that's for sure.
And, you like to really understand things, dive deep, but not get overwhelmed.
Oh, absolutely.
This program, it seems perfect for that. With the exercises, the feedback. It's not just passive listening.
I like that. It's interactive, engaging.
And we saw some great comments from people who took the course. They said it helped them understand why they had problems, gave them steps to fix it, and taught them how to, change their thinking about insomnia.
That's encouraging. It sounds like it's really helped people.
It makes you wonder, in what other areas of life are we trying to control things too much? Maybe that's what's messing us up.
That's a good question. Makes you think.
So if you want to learn more about this whole approach and maybe check out the Curso Online Qué, Duermas bien.
Sleep well.
Yeah, you can find all the details in that stuff you sent us.
Sounds good.
Thanks for listening.